All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is September 27th, 2023. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, it's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. We're back at it again with another week. It's been exciting. There's always something happening in Pokemon Go, it seems like.
Are you sure?
Especially enough that it wants to happen right after we record the podcast. So.
God. News. Why do you drop on the day that we need you? But of course, that actually makes it a little bit better since we actually have some news for this week's podcast anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of people were actually happy about this news drop to happen as early as they did, because now people can actually plan it ahead of time and know where to go, know what to do, and everything like that. But we know that this first month of the new season, it's almost over, which is actually amazing that we already got to this point. 4 weeks has gone by super quickly. Right after Go Fest, the Ultra Unlock, Psychic Spectacular, out and play now. We're actually in that event right now. It started today. But still, it's amazing that, oh Jesus, too many things happening in like 1 week, 1 month. But that's why we love the game, just as much as everybody else. We're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, this and that, and ranting. And I'm getting invited because, you know. Make sure to check us out at the Professor Network. I don't have the link out for you guys today, so I'm sorry about that. But check us out, professornetwork.com/Purified podcast. Wonderful people to work with every single time. Make sure you check out Lura Podcast, the other Chris, Adam, Jamal, Ken. Yeah, I said everybody. But yeah, that's how it may be. We're here once again. All right, so we got some recaps to go forward. Oh my goodness, we had 2 major events happen in the last week, which was Grubbing Community Day and this one, right?
I'd say the event that started today, right?
Yeah, and the event that started today for sure. So definitely too much to talk about. So let's get into our holds for the week. I think we have quite a bit of them today. So why don't you go, Chris?
Oh man. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Let me see where it all started. Honestly, today was kind of, in my opinion, more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Grubbing Community Day also had.
Yeah, you think that was more exciting?
So you had dude, you've been like popping off this week.
Just for this week. So it looks like it all started with a shiny Execute from the Psychic event.
Nice.
And I think that was all I got for the Psychic event, which was kind of sad. But yeah, when I talk about the rest, I don't think people are really gonna say anything.
Obviously.
I didn't get I think I got 16, somewhere between 14 and 16 shiny Grubbin. I'm not gonna count them all out because I'm trying to do other things. But I did get 2 Hundo Grubbins. I'll tell the story of the first one, but the second one I believe was an incense because nobody else in the car got it.
Yeah.
But the first one, I was IV checking through my Pokemon because I met up with Pure Lighter about an hour and a half or 2 into the event, and I was riding in a car with him and Amanda and her sister, and we were all yelling whenever we got a shiny, trying to see who was getting the most shinies. It was pretty funny. And then I'm IV checking. I'm like, wait, what did I just see? And I'm scrolling, and I'm doing the little the piggy bank thing from Toy Story, just scrolling through, and I see a 4-star, and I'm like, wait a second, go back, Shundo level 1 Grubbin. I was freaking out.
It was amazing. Yeah.
So yeah, we did a U-turn. Everybody else got the Hundo Grubbin.
Yes.
It was awesome.
First
Shundo in a long time.
Well, actually, didn't you get a Shundo not too long ago either?
I should only have 3.
No, you got something else
double check.
in between.
Yeah, I'll double check, but I think the last one I got was a Shundo Moltres that was traded to me, because I think I got the Alolan Raichu first, and I think it's just those 3.
I don't know. I feel like you actually got a Shundo in between too.
I gotta check, but I think it's just those three.
Anyways.
Today I actually scored some shinies I've been hunting for a long time, so I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Uh,
After how many events now?
dude, uh, this Pokemon has been shiny available for at least 10 events.
At
One of
least.
them being Go Fest
And Kotor.
and Go to. Oh my gosh. So today I scored, or maybe it was yesterday. What was it? The 26th. So it was yesterday. I had just gotten home from work, and it was like right down the street from my house. So I was able to get a shiny Hitmontop. Very happy about that.
Yeah.
The only shiny I got for raid hour from the raids was a shiny Raikou, but it was a 96, 14, 14, 15. Very cool.
Can't complain.
Adventure Incense, I was able to score a shiny Slowpoke, which I did notice right away. I gave myself a little pat on the back for that. And then right after an insane Adventure Incense spawn, I got a shiny Phoebus, which I've been waiting for forever. I have had 3 traded to me, but this is the first one I got myself. And I did get a Galarian Zapdos to spawn from the Adventure Incense. This has been the first one I've seen for like a month. And it was the one I wanted out of the 3 to use my Master Ball on. And I had just gotten my Master Ball like 2 days ago. So I'm very happy to add it on. It's going to be an Ultra League monster probably.
Right.
I'll see if I want to lucky trade it to somebody, but like that's probably what I'm going to end up doing before I power it up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, that's my haul pretty much.
All right, cool. I mean, you basically like probably won the entire week at this point.
No. We all get luck in waves. Today was insane though, for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. As for me, let's start with the Hondos. I mean, we all know about the Big Bolt Hondo level 1, which I actually started powering it up little by little. So I may actually just go ahead and go to level 50 at one point. Actually,
yeah, it's a cool Pokemon.
Isn't one of the tasks that we have for like the special research is to level 50 times?
Level 50 how many times?
Not level 50, but level 50 times a Pokemon or something in the next step. So, because of that, let's go ahead and do it.
Bro.
Going all the way to level 50 Pokeball right here. 3,524 for the max level for the Pokeball. That's actually pretty wild. So that's pretty good. I mean, I guess I have another electric type out there for that. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, honestly his typing isn't bad.
Yeah. I also got a Growler from Spotlight Hour yesterday, and that was my home spawn. Surprisingly enough, I also got the rank 1 Growlet or rank 1 Arcanine from Spotlight Hour too. So I was like, what the F is going on here? So I got the rank 1 and the and the Hundo in literally just the homes ones. I was like, I'm not going on anymore. I don't care about it.
I'm at work crying. This guy's got a Hundo and a rank 1.
As for shinies, let's go ahead and talk about that. I did get like 26 shinies grubbins. So it wasn't too bad when it comes down to it. My friend Amanda was just like popping off. She got like 35. She was like every other second she had shiny. Shiny.
Dude,
like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
there was a point he was joking like every minute she'd say shiny. And then right after he said it, literally 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Shiny. Yep. I also got a shiny Crognot and a shiny Pineco. I think it was the same week, I believe. So, yeah. Something.
Yeah, the Pineco was the same day, I think.
I think Pineco, yeah, I think it was something like that. Crognot was also, I think it was a Gold Plus catch. Then I also got a shiny Solosis. So that's actually pretty nice. I'm actually going to evolve this because I do like shiny Solosis and shiny Regulus. Regulus, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's a hard one for me.
Well, let's go into the second stage evolution first. Just because it looks like a Metroid from Metroid. But that's pretty good. I saw actually the Dex entry, so that's pretty cool. I guess I never evolved one. So this is technically the chance of evolving one. All the way to his final evolution.
Yeah, I didn't evolve one of those till I got an extra large for that event.
I wouldn't mind the Hundo either. I mean, my roommate actually got the Hundo earlier, but still. Oh my goodness, that's actually a pretty wild shiny for sure. I do really like it, the little purplish blue.
Ooh.
So Ringless, whatever the game may be. I really do like the shiny, so I'll take
That
that.
kind of looks better evolved all the way,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, definitely. And it's a dex entry, so that's pretty good. I traded for Kyogre, so that's nothing to scoff of. And pretty much it on my haul for shinies. We did get some pretty cool PvP Pokemons recently, or at least I have recently. I got I think it was a rank 10 or 11 Chatterbox, so I'll keep that in mind. Also, to note that the Chatterbug is also a legacy move for his community today, so you cannot evolve it or use regular TMs for Chatterbug. It has to be an elite TM when it's available for everybody. So, and a lot of people were actually saying it's like they thought it was just going to be like a regular move pool from now on, but no, it's a legacy move now. So, just wait for December community day for sure. So that's that. Then of course that we also got a rank 1 Umbreon or Espeon for Grey League during today's raid hour, which was insane. So it's actually been quite a nice grind out there. I also got like a Nando Bellsprout the other time. I think we talked
What
about
the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. Hondo Epic.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that was when we were going for Oddish.
Yeah. So that's that. When it comes to the holes, I believe we have everything when it comes down to it. And then we do have the out to play event that started today. That's the reason why we'll be out and about, of course, of raid hour 2. Chris got his shinies. People got no Hondos. I'm finishing up the research right now, so maybe a shiny Growlithe.
I still got 2 more to do.
Well, we walked enough, or I guess we rode enough, I guess I should say.
Oh, you should have saved the Hisuian for last.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's one more in the end.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so we'll do that. And there's the other research too, so I technically finish all of them. No shinies. No shinies. Let's get that one too. And no shiny Growlithe. So out of all the encounters and the $2 I spent, we get no shinies. What's the other thing that I'm missing? Oh, that, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Growlithe is spawning shiny. A lot of people starting to get into shiny. We do have showcases for Growlithe. If you put a regular Growlithe in there, it's fine. It is how it is. My friend with the guy, it says he's in Ultra 5. Bro, I'm not even in Ultra 2.
Dude, I'm at Ultra 4 right now.
Dude, you're Ultra 5? Holy Jesus. Okay, let's not get into it. I mean, not right now. We'll talk about it later because, I mean, we could probably talk about
those
Pokemon.
that aren't fluent in Pokemon Sleep, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that because we were probably going to talk a little bit today. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now, the out and play event is okay. We did some routes. We finished up that special research or that regular time research and whatever the case may be. But yeah, I don't see the difference. We did get Zygarde cells, so that's pretty good. We did see some Kecleons, which a lot of people are saying that are rare enough. But I'm not sure. That depends on a lot of different factors.
Yeah, I mean, all a raid hour, we only saw the one, but we weren't really looking until right before you found the one.
Yeah. So it's not that bad. And we'll give our full thoughts next week, mostly because, again, it is spooky season next week. Or the start of spooky season. And then we got some crazy news about it. So let's get into today's research topics of the day, just to get out of the way. As I mentioned before, spooky season is here. So we'll talk about all the needy things that October has to offer us. And we have some spicy information for sure. So I'll go ahead and get you guys to look at the infograph. Sorry, Chris is blocking halfway through that, but don't worry about it. October content update. This is what I call the dump of news for the month. I'm glad that they actually dropped it as early as last week after we recorded, but of course,
yeah, right after.
But that's the name of the game, anyways. So we're gonna start with the 5-star race. We right now have Raikou, Enter, and Suicune all the way from September 23rd to October 6th. So we'll see it for another week. Yeah, so it's not bad, I guess. 6 is the day of Tuesday, I think, or 7. No, that's a Friday next week. That's interesting. Then continue on from October 6th to October 20th. We got Guzzlord coming back for the first time in a while. And his shiny is available. So Ultra Beast shiny and Guzzlord is a good shiny to actually hunt for.
Bring your fairies, guys.
Yeah. If you guys want to see a funny clip, go to my YouTube channel and you'll see a funny clip of Guzzlord. Then Darkrai's coming back from October 20th to November 3rd. So this is a mythical Pokemon again. This is something that you do want to raid, get your shiny, get your hunt if you can, because this is something that you're not able to actually trade. Very important in case maybe. We have our Mega Raids happening. Mega Gardevoir is here from September 16 to October 6th. So Mega Gardevoir has been getting the special treatment of a long time since this Psychic Spectacular. Mega Gengar comes back from October 6th to October 20th. And also Mega Manette from 20th to November 3rd. However, though, we have a shakeup in the Shadow Raids. Now, we know that Zapdos is supposed to be all season long for Shiny Zapdos. However, though, looks like Moltres will make its appearance for one full month during the weekends of October. It does say that it will appear during October. However, it doesn't say that it's a shiny. So we'll get confirmation once the month starts if the shiny is available or not. I believe it would be, but you never know. Niantic is always screwing up things.
Yeah, it could be only Zapdos is shiny, and maybe it comes out like at the same time. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is weird that they didn't put the shiny symbol on it.
Yeah, although it could also be hidden, so I don't know. Zapdos or Moltres has some weird wings, anyways. We got Spotlight Hours for the month of October. We also have showcases. We'll let you know in just a moment. Spotlight Hours, October 3rd. Slowpoke is coming back for his Spotlight Hour from 2 times transferring Pokemon. So if that's the month that you need to transfer everything you can. Shroomish from October 10. 2 times experience from evolving Pokemon. Just like Chris has mentioned. What is your tip for this day, Chris?
For Shroomish?
For transferring.
Yeah.
Actually, no, evolving.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, for Slowpoke. So what I always recommend, but I never do, is I highly recommend to like either tag all the Pokemon you want to transfer and then select them all then, or just have all the Pokemon selected ready to transfer before this time period starts, and then right after the time period, or wait a minute if you want, at 6. You can transfer them all, get the double candy, and then you won't have to worry about it the whole rest of the hour, and you can just focus on catching Slowpoke.
Yeah, definitely. So make sure you keep an eye on that. Then we have Pokeboo coming back on October 17th. This is a interesting one because a lot of people don't have this shinies yet, even though it has come out in a lot of events anyways. 2 times Stardust for catching Pokemons. Then Phantom, which is not shiny available, unfortunately. Yet. October 24, 2 times cat experience for catching Pokemon. And then Yamask, October 31st, 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. Yamask, it is an elusive one. Unfortunately, Galarian, Yamask is not available through this anyways.
Yeah, I might have to take a late lunch that day.
I know, right? Raid hours, we have Raikou enter in Suicune happening this next week too. We had them this raid hour, and now we're having it again for the 4th, so we have 2 chances of it. I guess that makes sense because it's all 3 of them, so it's kind of nice to have 2 weeks of it if you're really looking for the shiny. There is a shiny Pokemon that hasn't been out in a while, so a lot of people are actually looking for it because it's been a while. It's been really, really a while for it. We had a good group this week actually, so.
Yeah, we hit 20 in the raids at least twice, and they were all pretty high.
Yeah.
For most of it.
Yeah. Goslar will actually have 2 raid hours starting on October 11th and October 18th. Again, 6 to 7 again. And then Darkrai ends up the month of raid hours on October 25th. Then the events for the month of October, and this is important. So we do have the Out to Play event, which is happening right now as of today. October 27th to October 2nd, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. We have a mystery event happening October 5th to October 9th, starting 10 to 8. What do you think that is, Chris? Because we have been getting a lot of hints on Twitter.
We have been getting hints?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should have been paying attention to those. My headcanon has always been that it was just going to be straight up unknowns. But looking at it now, Detective Pikachu seems to make an appearance.
Yes, looks like that will be, and I believe the game itself is coming out during that week specifically. So we are having a mini event for Detective Pikachu, I guess. We'll have more details as they go along, probably next week for that reason. Although, when is next week for us here? We should have the news before the actual event starts, so that should be not a problem there. Go Battle Weekend. The first Battle Weekend of the new season is here, October 7th to October 8th. Again, that is 100 battles through per day, I think. So that's actually interesting. That's when you get a lot of Stardust and things like that. I'm not remembering which league is actually active that weekend. So bear in mind when it comes down to it. Then we have the Harvest Festival, which I believe a lot of different things are happening that weekend or that week. October 12th to October 17th. Then we have Community Day, which we'll talk about pretty soon. On October 15th, Instance Day on October 21st. The Pokemon Go Halloween event of 2023 Part 1 starts on October 19th to the 26th. And then Part 2 plus a Team Go Rocket Takeover happening on October 26th to October 31st. That being said, I'm excited for those events. Chris, any thoughts?
I think it's a great way to get people out and about. I am excited to hunt Hisui and Growlithe. I do wish it came a little sooner, right before GoFest. But it does give us a reason to hatch them, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's okay. I'm excited really for the Halloween. The takeover has been long overdue.
Oh yeah, Halloween's always busted in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, of course, all of these events are happening in between. There's one little piece of thing that's happening between the 4th, or actually, is it? When is that weekend? Yeah, the 7th and the 8th. Is that the Go Battle Day weekend? That's interesting. I thought that was actually gonna be something different. Maybe that event is happening later in the month with the takeover. I think, Chris, you know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? So during the time of release information of the save the dates and all that stuff last month, for the month of October, of course, we had October 7 and October 8 as a 2-day event weekend. Right here during the blog post, it says that we're having a Go Battle Day weekend, or Battle Weekend, I guess I should say. I thought it was something else, but now that I know that the Team Go Rocket event is not happening until the end of the month, that's pretty much where we'll see Shadow Lugia at that point, instead of the entire weekend. So, yeah. It is what it is. Chris, could you just let us know about the spotlight or the showcases?
Yeah. So there's 2 showcases and 1 showing up right now. Growlithe and Hisui and Growlithe from September 30th until October 2nd. And that's going to be from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. So 8 p.m. October 2nd. Something I would note is I believe Hisui and Growlithe is always going to be heavier than Growlithe, the regular one, just because it is a rock type. And yeah, just keep that in mind. There's the question mark showcase. It's more than likely going to be Detective Pikachu, at least for one of them. We don't know what the second one is. It could be Detective Raichu. It could be something else. And the first one is going to be October 5th until October 9th. The second one, October 12th until October 13th. These all start at 10 a.m. and end at 8 p.m. So Timber is going to be the next one, October 15th. That should be the Calm Day, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be 1 for Timber and 1 for Conkeldurr. Keep your eye out on which showcases which. So if you need to evolve an extra large Conkeldurr, you can throw it in before the Calm Day ends, because they start at 2 and end at 5 p.m. for the community days. The next one is going to be for Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist are going to be the 2. I do like that they're doing 2 instead of 1.
Yeah.
That gives you more chances to win, in my opinion. We got those from October 16th through October 17th. starting at 10 a.m., ending at 8 p.m.
Right after,
And
basically the day after the community day.
community, you mean
Timbers.
Spotlight Hour?
Well, no, the Timbers.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it ends and it starts and ends because of the community day hours. But then the next day on the 16th and 17th is gonna be Pokemon and Koi cards for that reason.
Yeah. And then the next two is Shop It and Bayonet, starting at 10 a.m. on October 20th and then ending at 8 p.m. on October 22nd. The next one is a mystery, interesting, October 23rd until October 25th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Then the next one is Phantump. That's going to be exciting to find an extra large of. October 26th till 28th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yep.
And then Ghastly and Gengar. Okay.
Yeah.
October 29th until October 31st. So they saved a lot of people's favorite ghost type
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Yeah.
10 a.m.
Gotta
to
find
8
that
p.m.
XX large Ghastly so we can evolve it to an XX large Gengar. You know?
Yeah, is he even going to be heavy? I mean, he's the lightest Pokemon, so
Yeah,
that's
that too.
that's going to be a fun one.
That mystery showcase is definitely interesting for the reason that actually correlates to the Halloween event. So at least part one of Halloween event. So we have maybe a mystery costume coming. So
Mimikyu?
ooh, don't tell me, brother.
Mimikyu, baby.
Don't tell me, brother. But yeah, that's basically October's dump of news when it comes down to it. It's interesting when I say the least that's all we got there. But regardless of how, maybe we'll move on to the next piece of news. However, I am showing right now a little notice from Niantic saying that discontinued support of Android 7. So trainers, we would like to inform you that our list of supported devices will update with our next release. Android 7 or Nougat will no longer be supported for Pokemon Go as of this update. So anybody playing on Android 7 or in that short of update, I guess I should say, it's time to get a new phone, brother. It's time to get a new phone. But yeah, that is that part of the news. No shiny Swablu because I clicked on it by accident. Let's get into the next piece of news. Chris, how about you let us know what this is?
Yeah. Let's take a look. Oh, man. So as you guys have heard earlier, we did find out the next community day is going to be Timber. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it.
It's interesting.
I will.
It will be
Yeah,
interesting.
I will say I don't feel as bad about a shiny running during Go Fest.
Right?
So yeah. So Sunday, October 15th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. Timber, the muscular Pokemon, will be featured during October. Get your Pokeballs ready, get your Pokespace ready. If you don't have the shiny already, this is going to be exciting. Other than that, it's just going to be a cool time to hang out.
You want to
honestly,
know
right?
something interesting? Timber
What?
actually hatches with a log already.
Isn't that weird?
It is. But anyways, continue.
It's like Hitmonchan and like Hitmonchan hatches with the gloves on and everything.
I know, right? Yeah. Anyways, go on.
Yeah. So the featured move, Conkeldurr. So Girder all the way up is going to know the charge attack Brutal Swing. Is Brutal Swing good?
It does help it against his weakness, which is usually psychic types, regardless.
Yeah. The only issue I have is I think he's going to have a really hard time versus those fairy types.
True.
If he decides to pull Brutal Swing, you could go the route of Brutal Swing and something like Stone Edge. I just don't know how we're gonna use it that much. Maybe in rockets or raids. But I just feel like there's better options.
Yeah.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't that excited though. I do have a rank 1 for Ultra League. Am I ever going to use it? Probably not.
You never know.
The Community Day special research story, Muscle Memories. They're bringing in them cool names again, not just going generic. For the US dollar or the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency, you'll be able to access Timber Community Day exclusive special research story, Muscle Memories. So, be ready for the tickets. You can gift the tickets if you've achieved a friendship level of great or higher. Yeah, if you guys haven't gifted before, you can do that just from the shop.
Yeah.
Tickets are non-refundable. Yeah. If you guys need to evolve all the way and you don't want to catch that many, that's your way to go. But I don't know if I would for this one.
Depends.
The event, yeah. Or like if you want a Shundo chance, maybe I don't know. Event bonuses: 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon. That's always fun. 2 times Candy for catching Pokemon. Easy evolutions all the way to Conkeldurr. 2 times chance for trainers level 31 and up to receive Candy Extra Large. Lure modules activated during the event will last for 3 hours. Incense, excluding the daily adventure incense, activated during the event will last for 3 hours. Hype. Take a few snapshots. 5 during
Thank you.
Community Day
Thank
for a
you.
surprise. I remember that time. And then these 2 bonuses are going to last from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. And that's the additional special trade for a maximum of 2 for the day, and trades will require 50% less Stardust. So something I always neglect if you guys want to get your trades in, especially if you didn't get a hundo during Community Day, or you want to get a high V or lucky one, or maybe trade with a friend to put in an extra large before the Community Day ends. It's always a good option. So bonus raid battles after Community Day. So Sunday, October 15th, you'll be able to raid from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. till 10 p.m.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They go a little bit hard for technically.
Yeah, they're like, people really want Timber.
Well, more than anything, we actually have done this every single community day as of recently, which actually helps the community a lot, and it makes sense. So just to take over a little bit on this part, the 5 to 10 is only for the people who really can do community day hours. However, though, the Pokemons that you defeat after a raid of a 4-star raid of Carter will allow you to get shiny odds timbers in the wild for the duration of the bonus when it comes down to it, which is 30 minutes each time. However, though, the good thing is that you don't even have to be the one doing the raid. Somebody else can do the raid and activate the bonus, and everybody gets the bonus regardless of how it may be. So it's basically a community day bonus because you are helping other trainers who don't have the chance to really play community days. And we don't really talk about it too much because most of the time it's just like a meh after 3 hours. Especially the people that do play the 3 hours. However, they are people who really, really benefit from this bonus. So if you are able to do a 4-star raid, and I understand this is an in-person raid, regardless of how it may be, do it. And if you can finish it off, give it a chance for them to other people to have the ability to do more shiny chances at that point. But yeah, that's basically the 4-star raid stuff when it comes down to it. Field research will, of course, reward the Community Day team field research. Timber Encounters, Scrabble, Ultra Balls, and more. And then beautiful stickers for Timber once again, because why not? And
Those are really cute.
Yeah.
I don't see any stickers for Conkeldurr, though, this time.
It's cuter with Timber.
You don't like the clown?
I guess. But yeah, that's Timber Community Day. We kind of knew a little bit about it before. Leaks are out there because the world loves to data mine everything, and that's pretty much it on the news side. I think I was something hanging over me really quick that I wanted to talk about. Can't really remember right now what it was, but we'll guess if I remember it, I'll talk about it. But that's a minute right now. Since we have a little bit of time before the next section, we wanted to actually go ahead and talk about a little bit on another game. And this might just be a small section today, but it's something that Chris and I have been really invested at in the last few weeks since the release of it. Actually, now, has it been 2 months now? This game come out?
All I know is time has been flying in the game, and it's been a lot of fun.
Bro, this actually helped me, because I'm actually going to sleep on time. If you guys don't know, we are talking about the newest game that technically Niantic was supposed to be in charge of, but they actually moved it over to another company, and that is Pokémon Sleep. I'm actually going to open my Pokémon Sleep right now. Hopefully it doesn't blast me with music. So I'm just gonna turn off the volume just in case.
Oh, you know it will.
Like, dun, 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 dun. So Pokemon Sleep is a brand new game that allows you to catch Pokemons in your sleep. Not really in your sleep, but it has some actually pretty cool grinding mechanics that a lot of people don't really know about. We have been playing this game since the release of, I think it was July 15, 16 when it comes down to it. Oh, thank you so much. And it's this game, it's specifically, Chris and I have just been grinding nonstop since the release of it. And little by little, we've been starting to understand it, just like any other game. Usually takes a while to understand it. But it has some pretty cool mechanics like natures and what's the best Pokemon for each time of the day and everything. Let's just go over a little overview of how it works. So, first and foremost, you do get to partner up with a Pokemon called Snorlax, which you guys probably know. Snorlax is a sleepy Pokemon, eats and sleeps like any other Pokemon and any other person out there. And each week you get a Snorlax that you have to increase what we call the drowsy power of it. The stronger the drowsy power the Snorlax has, the bigger it becomes, and also attracts different types of Pokemons into his habitat of sleeping. So we're doing sleep research because we are looking for the what we call the sleep decks for all the X amount of Pokemon that we have in the game, which I think is over 100 at this point now. So we get to befriend Pokemons by giving them special biscuits. It's like basically a capture Pokeball and things like that. If you don't have enough, you can't catch it or you can't befriend it, like they call it here. But the more Pokemons you have in your team, the more ability to Snorlax to have more berries, which is the basically the eating mechanics of the game. How would you describe the berries, Chris, in gaming terms, I guess?
Yeah, that's tricky. All I would say is they're kind of like a slow grind. And then you can also get ingredients, which you can use 3 times a day. Obviously, you can only use a maximum of ingredients to cook for your Snorlax to make them nice and fat.
Yeah.
But really, the higher the drowsy power, the more likely you're gonna get more Pokemon and more rare sleep types,
Yeah.
which just cost they give you more experience and more experience, I believe, for your
Yeah.
Pokemon. Like XP for you and XP for your Pokemon.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just benefit more when your Pokemon is when your Snorlax is bigger and more sleepy.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing to note that Snorlax basically drowsy power goes all the way to different tiers, starting off from the master tier all the way to to the base from the basic tier all the way to the master tier. So you want to get as high as possible to get those rare sleep styles. And the closer you are to master, the bigger your Snorlax is, and then more rarer sleep styles comes around for that reason. It's a grind game because you don't get to really grind out all the way to masters on the very first week if you wanted to, because you need stronger Pokemons and stronger things to actually help you. So basically, the Pokemons that you capture are helpful. You have to also depend a lot on their way of doing things. If you started off, just try to catch a couple of things at a time that will help you. I mean, some people are really just want to catch all the decks when it comes out, but you will not be able to complete the whole entire decks unless you're spending a lot of money in it. This game is expensive though, so you do have to be very, very, very careful when it comes down to it.
Yeah, just like any Pokemon game, you want to pay attention to the skills. Skills are probably the most important part of the whole game, in my opinion. Not just the main skills, but the sub skills.
Yep.
Because just like competitive Pokemon, regular Pokemon, the better the skills, the better your Pokemon does. And the same Pokemon can be drastically different, just like main series. But in my opinion, it's way more noticeable in Pokemon Sleep because the same Pokemon can just perform horribly.
Yeah.
Horribly compared to other Pokemon.
Correct.
So yeah, keep your eyes out. If you see a good Pokemon, feel free to power it up. Feel free to evolve it.
Yeah.
And get it ready for the future. to getting even better Pokemon.
And then I know that we're giving a lot of information out right now, but if you do want to try out the game, this is something we're passionate about, so we'll talk about it. We'll have a Discord. Our Discord will usually just want to, spend the time of actually seeing what we get throughout the weeks. Each day is amazing, everything. You do have to rely a lot on your sleep styles, though. And at the same time, the way that you sleep. If you don't sleep a lot, this may not be the game for you. However, though, this game has actually helped me, go to sleep a lot earlier than usual, and just make sure, because I do want to wake up and start catching new Pokemon. So that's have maybe sleep styles difference from drowsy to snoozing to balance types and things like that when it comes down to it. So it's pumped to actually have those kind of things in the game. At the same time, those Pokemons usually appear depending on the type of sleep that you get. So you can be a slumbery type and sleep through the night with no problems at all, and then get those specific Pokemons out there. You can also be a dozing type and sleep just enough for you to actually get and recover energy, and but not enough to actually be like on a really deep style. And then if you get something like a balance type, you balance all three of them. Is there a sleep style that I'm missing?
Snoozing, slumbering, and I can't remember the last one.
No,
because I just never get it.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. But yeah, regardless of how it may be, you want to get through those things.
Dozing.
Now, dozing. There we go. There is one more thing that a lot of people don't know, and is that you can actually catch shiny Pokemons in this game. Shiny Pokemons do have a 100% catch rate when you encounter them. So you'll basically be able to befriend them. Chris has 4. I have 1. Chris has been getting more lucky on naps. I don't know how.
I keep telling him he's gonna find a double shiny encounter before I do.
Yeah,
luck definitely comes in waves. I just think it's fun to have another game you can shiny check in, and of course, what's something we do every day? Sleep.
Basically. So if you are entitled of it, or to go to sleep any other night, go ahead. Even if you only sleep like half of the percentage of you do, you still get a chance to actually get into these kind of things. It's a slow grind. Yeah. This game is
Pure Letter can attest.
Yeah.
Pure Letter can attest. I have horrible sleep scores compared to him, and I've got 4 shiny.
Yeah, that's insane. So what I'm saying is that this game is a grind game. This is something that you will not be able to really get your money's worth if you actually put a lot of money into it. I would still recommend being free to play as much as possible. If you want to spend the money, at least give it out to the premium pass that they have on there. Basically, it gives you the ability to get more sleep points. The sleep points are kind of like the currency, aside from the actual gems, which is the actual like pay currency.
Yeah, the Poke coins, basically.
Right. So it's something that you want to keep in mind. Now, let me just show you real quick how you collect the berries and the ingredients. You basically tap on the Pokemons. They say that they have something already to cover. So you keep tapping on them. Sometimes they give you more, sometimes they give you less. I've been doing this like every 2 hours at best, just to make sure that I don't max them out. Each difference is that the Pokemon you catch will be as 1-stage evolution. You have to move it to a 2nd stage. You also get to invite a lot of friends. And actually compete with other people how you sleep well, or how you sleep in the game. But you also give a lot of benefits from having a lot of friends in the game, regardless of how it may be. So
yeah, if you guys have any tips or anything that you think would be useful for new players or seasoned players, feel free to let us know. I personally think it would be really cool if we could share those tips with everyone else that plays.
Yeah.
Give you guys credit. Plus, it's just always cool to talk.
Yeah. And since our game is a lot of brand new right now, they're starting to do a lot of events where they give you a lot of sleep points or a lot of things, maybe more drowsy power. They're also giving a bunch of things to help you throughout your adventures of sleeps, of course. And they're just free stuff that they're giving out. So if you can, go log in, start the game. You do have to go through a little bit of a tutorial, and the tutorial does allow you to actually go to sleep. So make sure you go to sleep. But yeah, it's a good way of doing things. And if you have a Pokemon Go Plus, it does help you because it actually triggers as a sleep mechanic when you go to sleep in the end of the day. So that's it for now. If you have any more questions or anything that you guys want to know about Pokemon Sleep, we are really dedicated to this game right now. So we definitely want to keep it alive. If you guys like the little section that we do for Pokemon Sleep, we can, talk about our cool catches or our cool things that we found, maybe sleep styles that we found here and there. let us know, because we really, really want to talk about this game right now, and it's getting to the point where I might start another podcast. So, but yeah, that's how it is. Any other thoughts or anything else that you want to share, Chris?
I would say if you guys want to add us in Pokemon Sleep, feel free to reach out on either, Twitter or Discord.
Yep.
I'm sure we could make space for you.
Yeah.
We're at least I know I'm maxed out. I think you said you maxed out
Yeah,
too.
I maxed out too. Yep.
Yeah, but honestly, it'd be cool to put someone else in.
Yeah. So, just let us know when it comes down to it. So that will be all for Pokemon Sleep. Let's go back to Pokemon Go, the real grind for Pokemon, the podcast here today. Let's get into our PvP sections. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go, Chris. So GBL is back to the Great League, and I believe is the Psychic Cup.
Psychic Cup and Great League, I believe.
Yeah. So Psychic Cup is interesting because of all the psychics, of course, without Mew. As for the Great League, the meta is shaping up once again. So we really do not go too much about it. I haven't really done that many battles because I think I'm more focused on Sleep right now anyways. Because I don't want to actually spend.
I've just done like a set or two. I'm trying to do more, especially because the rewards are better for doing them. Like you get 2 extra large rare candies for doing 100 wins, which is really good.
Yeah, definitely. So it's not that bad. However, though, I do wanted to go over the last technically regional championship that they had. This one wasn't streamed, but it was in Brazil, I believe. Let me actually confirm that before I actually messed that up. So let me go to Go Stadium.
That's actually funny you say that.
Why is that?
I think somebody in my team battled somebody in the Brazilian semifinals.
Yeah, so this was in the Curitiba Regionals in Brazil. And we have another Crown regional winner, which is actually pretty cool. Making history in the Latin American, he goes undefeated, 18-0 throughout the entire bracket, not losing a single game in an incredible showing during the Play Pokemon event in the Curitiba Regionals.
What was it, 18-0?
18-0. So congratulations to LND's Ragev. Congratulations once again. That's actually a pretty amazing accomplishment.
That's insane, man.
It is, because I think that's going to make waves when it comes down to it. Undefeated in the entire tournament, not dropping a single game. That's just insane. And not a lot of people get to get that. Most of the people usually maybe lose 1, maybe 2. And that's only to put them in at SFS in the finals or in the grand finals or however they may be. But congratulations to Rafet. He ran a team of Medicham, Pelipper, Shadow Lowland Sandslash, Swampert, Umbreon, and Superior.
Oh.
So that's actually pretty cool. I know Superior actually get a little bit of a buff from both having his Community move and Aerial Ace, which Aerial Ace is now buffed in the game since then. So maybe he actually run it pretty well, though.
And Medicham's still strong even after the Psychic nerf.
Nah, Medicham is Medicham. I don't think they can nerf. If they want to nerf Medicham...
He's Medicham.
That's what I'm saying. If they really want to nerf Medicham, they have to nerf like things like Counter or something, and that will just hinder every other like fighting type out there when it comes down to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he did face HGP 2306, running a team of Medicham, Gligar, Superior, once again showing up in the team, Lantur, Umbreon, and Lickitung. So a pretty standard team. The Superior is actually pretty cool to see as a starter Pokemon, something different from like maybe a Venusaur or Registeel or something similar when it comes down to it. So I'm glad that something like that actually shapes the meta and see how, not just when it comes down to GBL or things like that, but it shows that if you bring the right Pokemon to the right regional, to the right place, you can actually achieve and accomplish something even greater from Pokemon that you don't see in the regular meta in that sense, you know? So, and another thing that a lot of people say is like, you may just go to like a ranking site like PvPoke, which, we adore. It's an amazing website to see how we can rank our Pokemon in their head, things maybe. However, though, that's just, a ranking that we know mostly because of how strong the Pokemon is against the meta in the end of the day. But if you, let's say, run a different team or Spice team, that team can still be good. You just need to know how to run your team. how to really show the strongness of it, how it compels between the weaknesses and the strengths and things like that. So don't be fooled that just having like a rank 1 card bank, which is now the top number one Pokemon in the meta in the Great League, will be your best bet to win every single game in that point. It takes dedication, skill, practice, and definitely some win and loses when it comes down to the type of teams that you're running. And this shows exactly how that works. Even though he runs a very standard meta team, he has some spice in there that we never thought it was going to appear until now. Any thoughts on that, Chris?
Yeah. It's just important to run a team you're comfortable with, as well as something that covers all the bases. Which when I hear the team that he has, it definitely covers all the bases.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's it on the regionals. How about anything else that you might want to talk about, Chris?
Yeah. So I wanted to mention Switch Masters did very well this last week. I'm very happy. We went 13-8 versus the last team we battled. For whatever reason, I'm completely blanking on their name. I'm gonna try to find it really quick, but I know we're fighting Hidden Powers for the next week, and I'm very excited. The opponent's team is very hard for me in the Savannah Cup, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, wait, no, I think I can find the team right here. Yeah, last week was... Oh, it's completely cut out. Oh, no. Completely cut out. That's horrible. But yeah, I'm just really happy. I actually swept my opponent in the last week. It was awesome. I was able to land 2 huge charge attacks that they had 2 shields. So I was screaming. Like both times that I was landing it, they had 2 shields. So if you think your opponent might have a charge move that's gonna 1-hit KO you, it might be important to shield guys. That's not me roasting my opponent, but I'm just telling you guys for GBL.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out when it comes out to that. So, anything else?
All I can say is hope you guys are getting out there and catching Pokemon. It's really a fun event right now. I think the shiny odds are really high with Phoebus and Onyx, and there's a lot of really PvP prevalent Pokemon out right now too.
Anyways, when it comes down to it, thank you so much. With that being said, thank you so much for listening, everybody, to the podcast. Once again, we are here in podcast services fees, also on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/purelighter, my channel as it is. But you can, check us out and Purified stuff in podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. I know that somebody said that we're no longer a Stitcher. I will fix that next podcast for sure. I know what I'm saying. Amazon Music and more. If you can leave us a review, we would greatly appreciate it. Google Podcasts is also a thing, I think, right? Anyways, you can follow us on the social media, Pure Lighter Go, myself, Chris at PKMN Trigger Please. That is PKMN Trigger Please with a Z at the end. Purified Podcast for anything Pokemon Go related news or updates, maybe sleep every now and then. Then you can also email us at thepurifiedpodcast@gmail.com. We'll always welcome any emails from fans or anything. Discord, just join us. We would love to talk to you. We are there almost every time anyways. And if we don't answer it right away, well, that's because we have lives. Anyway, and don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, the Professor Network. With that being said, I know, Stitch is over with. Don't worry about it. Stitcher or whatever the case may be. RIP, IRP. Anyways, Chris, take us away for the night.
Yeah. Hope you guys are excited about us as the future of Pokemon Go. There's always something to do. So get out there with your friends. Get looking for shinies. Get clicking. Get catching. And, we'll catch you guys next week. See you guys then. Peace out.
Keep purifying, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.